In this video, I go over 5 great pieces of gear under $750 for DJs and producers. Find out which ones those are coming up. Thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. Now let's get into the video. The first item we have up is the Pioneer Pro DJ XDJ 700 multiplayer. Now this is the little brother of the XDJ 1000, which is the little brother of the CDJ 2000 Nexus 2. So I would say this is probably the best way to get into the record box ecosystem if you're interested in getting standalone units and not a controller. This thing is more compact, so if you don't have a lot of space in your room, this will work out for you. But even though being a little bit smaller and a little bit cheaper, you still get some really nice CDJ level features like the nice Pioneer DJ jog wheel. You also get a full length pitch fader, as well as a lot of the other controls that you find on the CDJ 2000 Nexus, like the looping buttons, the track search and track skip buttons, as well as the pause play and cue buttons. They're all tactile buttons that you, once you learn on these, translate all the way up to the club standard level equipment. Another cool feature about this is it also includes the touchscreen that you see on the CDJ 2000 Nexus 2 as well. So you get that QWERTY keyboard search, you get a lot of functions on there like beat jump and looping, all on the touchscreen as well. So once you're used to using that kind of workflow on these, like everything else, it translates up the chain from this to the 1000 XDJ all the way to the CDJ 2000 Nexus 2. Another nice feature about this that doesn't get talked about a lot is that this player actually has little feet on the bottom where it'll lift it up to regular CDJ and mixer height. So once you make the move, maybe you upgrade your mixer first and you want all your gear on the same level. Previously on smaller and lower end Pioneer DJ products, it never really lined up, but with this, they added that feature so everything can line up and look really clean in your setup, be it in the house or when you take it out on gigs. Next up, we have what I think is the best bang for buck hand pin based design turntable. This is a Reloop RP 8000. Now, the first thing you'll notice on this turntable that separates it from all the others is the ability to have those MIDI buttons programmed to whatever DJ software you're using, but they run natively with Serato DJ, so you get cue points, loops, loop rolls, and another user mode, so you can program those to be any other functions that you might use with Serato DJ. And on top of that, feature that stands this turntable out from the rest of the competition, you still get all the great handpin design features like the wider pitch, so you can go plus or minus 16 or plus or minus 50. You get the ability to do 45 speed and 78 speed, the ability to reverse, and you have the adjustments for start stop time and breaking time. And what I think is another key feature of this turntable that I haven't seen on any other turntable is the ability to see the BPM in Serato DJ directly on the deck. Now, if you've ever used CDJs in HID mode, you know how useful it is to see the BPM on the actual deck and how much it actually takes your eyes away from the actual laptop. So to have that function on a turntable and still have, the actual turntable feel is awesome. Even under $700, this is a steal in my opinion for the quality of the turntable, the way the turntable looks, and the features all packed in this one turntable. Is still one of my top picks over the Pioneers, over the Statins. I would still pick this Reloop RP 8000 over all of them. And here we have the Mixar's Duo MK2 2-channel mixer for Serato DJ. Now this is probably one of the cheapest, entry-level mixers for Serato DJ that have the interface built in. You can get the Pioneer S3 a little bit cheaper, but this has so much more functionality. You get those nice cue buttons on each side, as well as the loop controls and effects controls, and those cue point buttons double as sampler buttons as well. So many features have been packed into this mixer, and previously this mixer was at $1,000, so to see it under $700 is a great deal in my opinion. Yeah, they switched out to the fader, to that new Galileo fader, but everyone that I know has tested it says it works great. The one thing that we're worried about is how long is that fader going to last, but Pro X Fade has made some great products in the past, so I'm sure this Galileo fader will stand the test of time. And with it being Pro X Fade, even finding or buying a replacement isn't going to cost as much as, say, something like the Innofader. So even if you have to replace it down the line, it still should be pretty decently priced. And still, $700 for a mixer that has this many features is an awesome deal. And for the producers out there, we have the Cork ARP Odyssey. So this is the recreation of that classic 80s synth. You can create some awesome, analog sounds with this. If you are an analog synth junkie and you're looking for another piece to your collection to make even more crazy sounds, this Odyssey is always going to be a nice pickup and will just add a lot of dimensions. So what you do in the productions and all the kind of songs you make and the kind of sounds you can make. So this one's a little bit over the $750 limit. This is at $800, but still a great piece to add to any studio collection. They also have the standalone without the keyboard you can get for quite a few dollars less. I think it's like under $600 or somewhere around there. Doesn't include the keyboard, but you still get all the other features. So maybe you have your favorite keyboard at home and you just want to add that module, that's available as well. But if you're looking for a great vintage synth that has its own characteristic and has a signature sound, this ARP Odyssey is an awesome pickup. And finally, we have the Native Instruments Maschine MK3. I've featured this before and I'm featuring it again just because I stand by the fact that this is probably the best Maschine that they've put out so far. The fact that the audio interface is built in, the nice color screens, the newer pads, and just the layout of this, it's so much cleaner and it just feels like more of an instrument because everything is built in. And as the Maschine software has matured, it's gained so many more features and so much expansion has gone on to make it basically a full-fledged DAW at this point, besides having to record vocals. So the software is improved, the hardware is greatly improved, and still under $600 is a great deal, and I can see myself picking this up for the studio coming soon. So that's a look at 5 great pieces of gear under $750 for DJs and producers. If you're interested in purchasing any of those, links can be found down below in the description. And as always, if you found this video useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click right here to subscribe to this channel. Or if you'd like to watch more content, go ahead and click on that video right there. And thank you for watching PDot TV, where you find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. See you next time.